This is the dream realized. This is the dream realized. A Barack Obama presidency will definitely be the dream realized for Black Americans. No question about it. So.
And what about for Homeboys?
Hey, for Homeboys, that's the dream realized too. No question about it. I mean, for me especially, a yellow dog Democrat. I mean, how many? It's just Caroline Kennedy said it all. How many of us? Who since the '60s? And of course, I was 13 years old, 12 years old when John Kennedy was assassinated. But I grew up in the shadow of his legacy. And of course, I was 18, 17 when Bobby Kennedy was killed, and when Martin Luther King was killed. But I was there, and so, as a young man, when I became a Democrat, became a liberal, those were my heroes. So I've been involved in the process. I've definitely been involved in the process. I was a Jesse Jackson delegate in 1988 from South Carolina. Fritz Hollings and I were Jesse Jackson delegates. And of course the rest of the delegates were Black, African Americans. But
so ONeal, did you watch the presidential speech last
man,
night?
I couldn't quite bear. I stayed on. You know, we were doing. You and I were working on this YouTube stuff, so I kept sneaking in here, and I kept having to. I just couldn't quite. It just didn't thrill me to see Dick Cheney sitting up there behind the guy, and all that warmed over stew of bad ideas. A warmed over stew of bad ideas. George W. Bush's last State of the Union address. And you know, the only thing that makes me happy is this his last State of the Union address. That makes me really happy. This guy is gone. A year from now, he's gone. What a disgrace.